Hello everyone! Today we're going to learn how to add polynomials. There must be like terms to be able to add and subtract polynomials. Like terms have the same base raised to the same exponent. So if you have something like x squared, here x would be considered your base and 2 would be considered your exponent. On examples 1 through 4, it says identify if the following terms are like terms or not, explain. So I have 7x and 7x squared. Remember that the number in front of the variable is the coefficient. We do not need to have the same coefficient to be able to add or subtract. Our base is x, so we do have same bases. But if we look at the second term, here I have an exponent of 2. I do not have that same exponent for the first term. So these are not like terms because they have different exponents. For example 2, I have 9y and negative 3y. They both have a base of y and they have the same exponent, so these are like terms because they have the same base and the same exponent. For example 3, we have 5 and 10x. These are not like terms because this term has an x while the 5 does not. So they have different bases. And on number 4, we have 2x squared and 6x squared. These both have the base of x and they have the same exponent of 2, so these are like terms. Same base, same exponent. They do have different coefficients, but that's okay. We can have different coefficients and have this and still be like terms. So now that we can identify like terms, we can learn how to add polynomials. So the steps for adding polynomials are combine like terms and then write your answer in standard form. Remember that standard form is when you go from the highest exponent to the lowest exponent. So let's try that down here with these examples. For example 5, it says combine like terms. And we have 7x plus 5 minus 6 plus 8x squared plus 3x. So let's begin by identifying our like terms here. 7x has a like term with 3x. 7x plus 3x is 10x. When we combine like terms, we add the coefficients, but we keep the base and the exponents the same. Now, if we look for more like terms, I have 5 and negative 6. 5 minus 6 is negative 1. And then I have 8x squared. 8x squared does not have a like term, so we're going to just bring that one down. So we have combined all of our like terms, and now we need to write our answer in standard form. So our highest exponent goes first. The highest exponent I have is 2. So the term 8x squared will come first. Then 10x and negative 1. So our answer in standard form is 8x squared plus 10x minus 1. On example 6, it says find the sum. Remember, the sum is when you are adding. So we are going to add these two trinomials together. So let's look and identify for our like terms. 4x squared has a like term with x squared. So remember, when you don't see a coefficient, it's automatically a 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to have 5x squared. And then negative 12x has a like term with x. Again, I have that coefficient of 1 here. So negative 12x plus 1x is negative 11x. And then lastly, I have 3 and negative 2 that are like terms. 3 minus 2 is negative 1. So our answer is 5x squared minus 11x minus 1. For our last two examples, it says add, then write the polynomial in standard form. You'll notice with these two examples, now we have parentheses around the polynomials. When we have parentheses, we check to see if there's anything to distribute first. If there's nothing to distribute, then we can just go ahead and drop the parentheses and combine like terms. So when I look at example 7, I have 4x minus 1 plus 6x minus 5. Whoops. And so there's nothing to distribute in this first set of parentheses, so I can go ahead and drop those parentheses. Over here, there's nothing to distribute on this set of parentheses, so I can go ahead and drop the parentheses over here as well. Now I can just combine like terms just like how we did on the previous examples. 4x has a like term with 6x. 4x plus 6x is 10x. Negative 1, whoops, try that again. Negative 1 has a like term with negative 5. Negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. So my answer in standard form is 10x minus 6. On example 8, what I would like you to do is go ahead and pause this video and see if you can come up with a solution on your own first. Then go ahead and hit play. So on number 8, there is nothing to distribute with this first set of parentheses. So I can go ahead and drop the parentheses and write it as 9x squared minus x plus 2. There's also nothing to distribute for this set of parentheses. So again, I can go ahead and drop the parentheses. From here, I can combine like terms, just like how we've been doing this entire lesson. 9x squared has a like term with 1x squared. 9x squared plus x squared is 10x squared. Negative x, I keep doing that. Let's try that again. Negative x has a like term with nothing. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring down that negative x because it doesn't have a like term to add with. And then lastly, 2 has a like term with negative 8. 2 plus negative 8 is negative 6. So 10x squared minus x minus 6 is in standard form. So this is our solution.